Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you'd like to see how I got this versatile half up half down curly feet and braid style, then stay tuned. So I'm starting it off with the back, and the back is going to be a curly crochet. So I did a beehive, and I decided to do this method so that none of my parts will be showing. It'll just be all, you won't see my scalp basically. And I'm using Deep Twist in 22 inches in the color 33. And color 33 is just like a medium to dark brown with a red tint. And to start off, I'm just putting the crochet needle hook or the whole crochet needle through one cornrow, having the hook open and putting the hair through that hook, closing the hook, pulling the hair through and looping the hair 3 times, 2 to 3 times, at least 2 times. So I'm going to do that again. Put the crochet hook through or needle through. Take a strand of the curly hair. Put it through that hook. Close it. And then hoop the curly hair 3 times. Make it into a knot 3 times, or a loop. Loop it through 3 times. And I'm going to do that same method a few more times for you guys. And doing it 2 to 3 times, just make sure that it's secure. I like to do it 3 times. Put that crochet needle through. Get your curly hair. Loop it 2 to 3 times. You can even do it 4 times, but your knots will start to show once you get to about 4 times. So I'm just going to complete that throughout the whole back section until it's fully covered. So you guys just keep doing that method and I'll be back. Okay, so I am done with the back, and as you see that the back looks really full, you can't see any of my scalp or any of the parts. And I didn't put a curly piece through every every braid that was showing. Like I left a little bit out in the middle, like without putting the hair right there, and you can't even tell because like the method that I use, just so it won't be too bulky back there. But I made sure to cover up the perimeter really well. So now it's on to the feet and braids. So I'm using 2 mirrors, one on the side and one in front of me where the camera is placed. So I'm just parting off for one braid, and I'm using of course a rat tail comb. This is my favorite comb to use when parting. It's just so much easier and your parts come out so much cleaner and sharp and crisp. This is how you get the crispy parts. So just make sure you get your parts nice and straight. I keep parting until I get my parts straight enough. So with me, I could get when I'm doing my own hair, I could get away with like if I make a few minor mistakes. But of course on my clients, I make sure, you know, I get nice and tight. But regardless, my hair always comes out beautiful. So I am using some Shine Jam for laying down the hair and gripping. That's going to be my gel of choice, Shine Jam. I'm using that in this video, and this is what I'm currently using on myself and my clients when I'm doing braids. So, and it also helps to clean up your parts even better as well. If your part isn't quite as straight as you want it to be, you could just put some Shine Jam on that section and on the part in the scalp, and it'll help clean it up. So to start with the feed and braid, I'm curl rolling my natural hair first a few times down, and then I add small pieces in, and then gradually add thicker pieces. So you want to, well, for me, I start with small pieces, and then work my way up to like thicker pieces. So my hair is pretty short in the front because I have a lot of edges, and some of that is like my actual hair. So that part that's really hard for me to braid on my own for my hair, I twist it a little bit first, then start curl rolling it, and then I start feeding in the hair, adding the small pieces, and then add one small piece and add another small piece, then add a thicker piece until my braid gets the size and the shape that I want it. So it looks kind of funny right here, but you'll see it starts to come to life in a few seconds, and you'll get a better view of it. It just looks kind of funny in this frame right here, but I promise you these braids turned out so beautiful. So yeah, just start off with small pieces, braid it feed in the small strand of braid in here, then add another small braid in here, then another one, and then add a thicker piece, then add another thicker piece, and then you can add another one once you're getting towards like towards the end of the cornrow. The end of the cornrow, you can add some more as well. And for the cornrows, I'm not using any 1B or 1. I am using just number 33. So for this style, I use all color number 33, but you will see a little bit black from my hair because my hair is naturally black. I have black and some dark brown in my hair. My hair is actually really dark. So yeah, and I'm just like fixing that up a bit, like making sure it's nice and neat and laid down. So I added a little bit more Shine Jam. So I'm going to add some more braiding here down the length of the braids to make sure it's nice and full, and make sure that my natural hair is covered as well. And also to make sure the color is showing. I didn't want it, I want to make sure the color was like as vibrant as I to my liking, and that my natural hair was protected. But because since I have full hair and it's long, if you don't add enough hair, it'll just be basically mainly my own hair, and it won't last as long. So make sure to add more hair, and plus you want to make sure the braid's nice and thick and chunky. This will help make your this will make the braids look better. And if you're doing like ponytails and stuff with the braids, it'll make your ponytail or bun nice and thick. So now on to the next braid. So I'm just going to do another curved part. It's going to have like a little, wow, I'm getting so bad with describing stuff, but it's just going to be on a curve. It's going to have like a little thing. I had the word on the tip of my tongue, but it's basically going to be a nice curve. And when I started off this style, I wasn't even planning on doing these other styles with it. I just wanted to do like a high bun, like a top knot bun with curly, with the hair curly at the back. I did my sister's hair in a similar style, and I was like, I could probably do that for myself. Something similar to that, the cute half up, half down with half cornrows, half curly. And then it turned out even better than I imagined. I was able to achieve different styles with this one style. So it was very successful. It was so beautiful. I still have it in my head right now and still looking pretty good. I will be taking it out soon because I like my hair to look super fresh. But I am trying to like give my hair a break too without styling it too much. But as a cosmetologist, a hairstylist, where you're always in people's face and servicing clients and stuff, you have to look your best. So I can't really let my hair look too frizzy. So I will be taking it out soon. But yeah, I got so many compliments on this style, you guys, from all sorts of people. So again, I am starting off with braiding my natural hair down first, and if it's too short, I will flat twist it a little bit first and then curl roll it, and then I start adding in the small pieces of the braiding hair, feeding it in and braiding it down, adding a little bit more. And sometimes when I do this, my hair could get in the way and this will mess up the part, so that's why I did that right there. So I just add in a little bit of the braiding hair, braid that down, add in some more, braid it down, cornrow method, adding a little bit more, and braiding it down and then cornrow. And then I'm going to keep on adding more and more and more until it gets like the shape and size that I want, until it's all the way done. You want to keep adding it in throughout the whole braid, not just adding 2 or 3 pieces. You want to keep adding hair, just so it could be nice and, you know, a nice size, a nice shape. You can see the color, especially since I'm adding color that's like different than my natural hair color. I want to definitely make sure I add enough hair. And then if your hair, some of the hair from the other section that's not supposed to be in that gets caught, you could just clean that up and fix it. That happens a lot when I'm doing my own hair. I only do my hair, so when I'm doing my hair, that happens a lot. It doesn't really happen when I do my clients' hair too much. Just when I'm doing my own hair, it could get in the way like that. So I'm just gonna keep doing the same method. Remember to keep adding hair until it's full enough, until your natural hair is covered. Even if you have a lot of hair like me, or if you have more than me especially, make sure you keep adding the hair to cover up your natural hair. You want your natural hair to be nice and protected. This is a great protective style, and this is very good for back to school. I'm offering this style right now. I have to actually, I still have to put it on my website, but I am offering this style to others. Trust me, it looks good on me when I finish it, but it would look even better if I did it on someone else. That's just how it is. Some people, you know, they could do it just as good on themselves as clients, and I do all my styles, and my styles come out beautiful. But trust me, once you see the end result, you'll see how beautiful it is. But imagine if I did this on someone else. I have full control of doing the hair as nicely as I am capable of. So imagine if I did this on a client, it'll be even more beautiful. Sorry, you guys. So yeah, if you're in the New Jersey area, like the tri-state area, New Jersey, New York, you're willing to travel to New Jersey, I do work in a salon. I just film my hair videos at home still. I was working out of home, but now I'm in a salon. I've been working in a salon for about a month now. So I am offering this style if you would like to get your hair done in this style, or your daughter's hair in this style. This is great for back to school, and I just decided to do this tutorial for anybody else that does their own hair or does their kids' hair, so they could be able to do it in their kids' hair. Yeah, that's not able to come to me to get this style, or, you know, I just like sharing, and I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. Also, you can see that I do my own work and I do my own hair. So I just love to, I love making YouTube videos, and I love doing my own hair. So I just thought that I would share this. I do have some other videos that I have in mind that I want to share. I've been doing knotless braids a lot lately. That's like my #1 thing that everybody's been hitting me up for. I haven't done a knotless braid tutorial yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. Maybe when I do it on myself, I'll do it. But I probably put a collage together of the videos of the braids that I have done, some of them, and some photos so you guys can see. And make sure you guys check out my Instagram page. Make sure you follow me. If you do here, let me know as well. It is Crown of Glory Hair _ I post all the time. I try to post every day. Sometimes I don't because I get really busy, but I post a lot of my work up there. You'll see lots of great photos up there, so make sure you guys follow me up there. Hit me up if you're a hairstylist or braided as well. Let me know so I can follow you back. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that same method that I've been doing. You guys don't forget to keep feeding in that hair, and make sure you start off with a small amount of braiding hair and then gradually add thicker pieces. You don't want to start with one small piece to add another, then add a big piece, because you'll start to see like where the hair is added. You want it to gradually go in. You want it to look natural. You don't want it to be obvious that you've been adding lots of pieces of braiding hair to your braids. Of course, people are going to know that it's not your hair, but you want it to have that look. You don't want it to be bulky or to have a knot. Feeding braids is very natural looking. It doesn't have that big knot in the beginning of the cornrow. So make sure you gradually add in the hair, and make sure you start off the braid by braiding your own natural hair first, and then adding small pieces of hair, and make sure as you're doing it that you're adding thicker pieces as well. So yeah, and I did the same thing on the other side, so they are like similar, going in a curved direction. I just did the same exact thing on the other side, and I had about 8 in total. So now I finished up the cornrows, and I am going to mousse down this hair. So I cornrowed the braids, braided it down to the ends, and this hair comes down my back to my waist, or a little bit longer than my waist. And I'm just going to add some mousse. The mousse I'm using is Vigorol, the silver and blue can. And I'm just making sure to put that throughout the whole braids, and on the curly hair as well. Just make sure that it's just nice and saturated. What we do when we do braids and stuff, we make sure we put mousse on it to make sure it's nice and fresh and beautiful. I'm also going to be adding the mousse along the cornrows as well. Mousse and a little bit spritz, and to lay it down to make sure the braids are nice and crisp. I've been using this method more often. Before I didn't really use it. I didn't feel a need to, because my braids were already really nice and crisp and fresh. But I thought that I would start implementing this method to make my braids last longer. When I say my braids, I mean like my work, not just on myself but on my clients as well, because it'll last a little bit longer, and it'll make it even crisper, and it has. I thought my work was already crisp, but yeah, that really makes a difference. And as you see, I'm already loving this style. Like, oh my god, I was in love with it down. As I was braiding it, as I did like 3 braids, I was like, man, this looks good like this. Like, am I tripping? It really looks good. And I could have added jewels. I was going to do that, but I didn't. Imagine if you add jewels, it'll look so beautiful. So since I noticed that it looked great down, I had put it in the bun. Like, this was the original style that I planned on doing to the hair. was a top knot bun and in the back curly. So I'm just making sure that looked cute. And as you see, when you put it up, that it gets like even more of a curve. Like, it was so cute. So yeah, now I'm going to add the mousse, like I said, to the cornrows as well. Just making sure that all the cornrows are covered, especially where I laid my hair down at, like where my hair is exposed, that's slicked down. I want to make sure I put that in it because these braids are pretty chunky. It's not like small feeding braids where like most of my hair is just like tucked. I actually have some of my hair like exposed, like it's big parting. I don't know how to explain that. I'm so bad at explaining stuff sometimes, but a lot of my hair is exposed even though it's not hanging out. So I did that, and I sprayed some spritz, and I'm just going to use my satin scarf and tie that down. I didn't have any strips on me. I keep that at the salon, so I'm just putting that down, laying my scarf down, I'm sorry, and I'm going to go to sleep. And now it is the next morning, so I'm taking my scarf off, and I also did my baby hair as well, and then added mousse on top of that. So now I'm just like sprucing up the hair again since I just took the scarf off. And I later went back in to fix my baby hair a little bit more because it didn't lay down as good as I wanted to. It laid down, but you know, I have a lot of edges, so I went back in and fixed them up a little bit more because I normally use my gel anyway. My Got To Be gel, that's my ride or die. And now I have another favorite from the All About Curls line. I love that gel as well, so I'll use either one of those gels. So I'm just checking myself out. But yeah, I'm fixing my edges again, so you guys get to see how I do my edges majority of the time. I normally do it like this. Sometimes I'll do little finger wave motions, and maybe like I'll do a video on the different ways I do my baby hair, because I do it in about 3 different ways. I can't do that much because I have a small forehead, and a lot of my hair covers my forehead and goes really close to my eyebrows. So I might do a video just especially for girls who have my hairline. It is other girls that have this type of hairline and they need that love as well. So I may do a video on how to do my baby hairs for girls that have a lot of edges with small foreheads. I'm going to name it something like that. So yeah, I just do my baby hair that fits my face. So yeah, I'm liking the way the baby hairs look now. I use my gel, my Got To Be gel, and now I'm going to show you guys some styles that I came up with that this looks good with. So I am doing the 2 ninja buns or 2 top knot buns. So you'll see me play around with it so I get the shape that I like. So I'm just going to do one. And for the 2 buns, I split it in half. So like I said, it's about 8 braids, I believe. It's either 8 or 10. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 on each side, so it's 8. I do one side first, and I keep playing around with it till I get the shape. Like sometimes it was too pointy, and sometimes it was too flat. So I just kept doing it till I got it to how I like. Then of course I did a top knot bun. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, and check out my Instagram. Bye bye.